Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister. The message that she sent to me reads like this: Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I have come here on your platform because I wanted to share my own story with you. My name is Grace, not a real name. I have been a hairdresser here in Harare for over 10 years. I am originally from Gweru. Then I came here to Harare with this boyfriend of mine. When we came to Harare, that was when he moved on with his life and he dumped me. So then I started going to this other church. When I started going to that church, that was when I started to deal with a lot of people who are like okay in life, who are doing good, those that are wealthy. Until I met this other woman. She was very wealthy. Unfortunately, she passed away. This woman, when I met her in the year 2016, then she went to America, and that is where her family is staying there in America. Unfortunately, this woman, when she returned, because of some of the rituals that we did on her, she then passed away, and I am really sorry for what I did to this woman. She was someone that was kind, always laughing. Each and every time when I would go to her place to style her hair, she would make sure that she would give me something to give to my kids. I always looked forward to her appointments, but as time went on, I really wanted her wealth and her success, and I was struggling to make ends meet. One day, it was in a moment of desperation, but it was me and this other traditional healer. We had been talking about this. What we were supposed to do was that she had said that she wanted me to assist her with some wealthy people because he had these other charms. This is how I got to know about this traditional healer. You know, like most of the women that are working as hairdressers, usually they are into dating a lot of men, a lot of boyfriends. So some of them, they can even be prostituting themselves. So usually when a woman is prostituting herself, then she'll end up using charms to attract even more men so as to control them. So this man, he always came to our saloon giving us some charms. Then we became sort of like good friends until he told me that he had this other charm. At that time when he came, he wanted this other girl that was working at this other shop. So he came and he picked me up and we were talking about that girl. He then said that he was going to give me $100 and he took out his wallet. When he took out his wallet, that was when I saw that the man was loaded. He had a lot of money. I said, yo, where are you getting all of this money? He then said, I almost to tell you, friend, because this man, he used to go to Mozambique. That is where he got these charms. And when he goes to Mozambique, you will be strengthened so that you can become a powerful traditional healer. He said that when he was in Mozambique, he was given this charm that he was still testing. This charm, it can make any person that you want to become a zombie. Then that person can give you as much money as you want. And when I saw all the money in his wallet, he then said that if I wanted the money, he wanted me to try to do something for him. And that was when we made a deal that if I was going to get a very rich client, then we were going to split the money in half. So I was not paying him for the charm that he was going to give me. One day he came to the saloon when this woman was at our saloon, the one whom we ended up killing. So he had came to see if this woman, if her money was clean money, if it was not blood money. He came not looking like a traditional healer, just pretending as if he wanted to pick up something from our saloon. Then later on he told me that this woman was like totally clean. Her money was totally clean. So this woman then said, so this traditional healer then said, if we could get at least something like 20,000 US dollars out of here, then we would divide the money in half, 10,000 for him, 10,000 for me. And then this traditional healer told me that I was supposed to take some personal items from this woman. So the next time around that I was styling her, I was supposed to collect strands of her hair that would have fallen from the floor. After her appointment, then she said something, and she said that she had a dream, and in that dream she had been told that she was supposed to assist me. So after the appointment, when I had gathered those items, that was when I went straight to the traditional healer's place. We then performed the ritual. After that, he told me that the charm was going to work at least within a week. She was going to come with the money. We waited and we waited. And then the woman came to my salon. So the woman, when she came to my salon, she told me that she wanted to tell me something. Then she told me that in her dream she had a voice that had told her that she was supposed to come to the salon to ask me if I needed anything from her. So I was really shy and I was nervous. I felt my heart as it was beating really fast when she said that she wanted to do something for me, and if I needed any money I was supposed to speak up. She said, "Speak up, girl, do not be afraid, for I am here to assist you." I then told her that I needed at least 20,000 US dollars. She gave me the money, Brother Nashi, cash. This was after I had finished styling her. She drove with me to her house and I waited in the living room. She then went upstairs and she took the money and she gave the money to me, and she said, "You can do whatever that you want with this money." She then drove me and she dropped me off at my place and she returned back to her house. I was then later told by her daughter, who is in America, that a mom had suffered a massive stroke, so she was supposed to be rushed to South Africa for good medical care, but she then passed away before she could be taken to South Africa. When I heard that she had passed away, my heart, I don't want to lie to you, my heart was in pain, and I started thinking about the ways that we had manipulated this woman using dark magic, and I had played a part in her death. The traditional healer then called me to his place and he told me that he wanted to cleanse me, to cleanse my spirit, so that the spirit of this woman will never follow me again. So me and the traditional healer, we ended up splitting the money, and now that innocent woman is dead. For days I could not even eat. I avoided, even right now, I always avoid to look at myself in the mirror, because once I look at myself in the mirror, then I start to ask myself because of what I did. So this is what happened, Brother Nashi. Me and the men, we divided the money, 10,000, 10,000, and I used the money to buy a residential stand in a high density area here in Harare, and the other amount I started my own small shop here in Harare as well. So like I am doing okay, but I am ashamed of where I got this money, because the money that I got to start this business, it is not clean money. I hope that God one day is going to forgive me, and wherever she is, I hope that her soul will be in peace. Her soul is not going to come back to fight against me. That traditional healer then gave me some charms, and he has been giving me some charms, and now I am always scared, because this traditional healer told me, and he said that as long as he is alive, then I should not even be worried at all. So he gave me some charms that I burn in my room whenever I feel like a spirit will be visiting me. So these charms that I burn, they chase away her spirit. Now I need your advice, because this traditional healer, he has been coming to me and he has been telling me that we need to find another woman who is as wealthy as that woman that we killed in that ritual. So I once went with him to the church that I go to, because there are a lot of wealthy people that go there. So he has told me that very soon this church that I go to, since a lot of rich people in Harare, they come to that church, it is going to be his playing ground. When we entered into the church premises, he said, "Oh my God, look at all these rich people, look at their cars." So I am scared that he's going to use me again, and I don't know what am I supposed to do. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world.